from the Figure 4 Online Studios in beautiful Bothell, Washington, exclusively at WrestlingObserver.com. You're listening to the Bryan and Vinny Show with your hosts, Bryan Alvarez and Big Vinny V.
All right, it is the Bryan and Vinny Show here, Thursday edition. Figure4online.com/WrestlingObserver.com, December 13th. We got like 25 bodies in this room.
Or 5.
Getting ready for the Christmas show here. You say that now, Vinny, you'll be sweating your ass off.
We'll have 25 on the Christmas show.
Yes, no, we'll have 6. If we're going to be Mr. I say a number and then you tell me the real number. We have 5 in here, we're going to have 6. Feels like a million. Thank God you're alive, Vinny. Who would I be burying across from this table if you were dead?
It would be different to have you just ranting across an empty room. I guess you do that sometimes too.
I'd be yelling at Ken, Tony.
You do that, both of those two.
Yelling at Rodney over there.
Whenever yells at Rodney.
All right. Well, we're going to get Granny on the air here. I want Granny on the line when Vinny alerts everybody to what happened to him. Can you imagine Vinny dying after Retro Raw Nitro?
That would have been the last thing I did was talk about those shows and then pass away.
Oh, my God.
Actually, it makes sense.
You know, it kind of would be poetic.
I can drive off this mountain now.
Yeah, so, Vinny almost died, everybody. We'll tell you all about that when Granny gets on the line, so stick around and let's not waste any time. Here we go. All right, we're back here on the show. Granny's joining us. One of those days where I wish we just would have been recording that moment there where I explained that Vinny almost died and there was a long pause, and then Granny said, "Is Rodney there?"
she just saw it as an opportunity to trade up.
Granny, let me repeat that. Vinny almost died.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Well, Vinny, what happened?
Well, I was driving home after the wonderful Bryan and Vinny and Craig show Tuesday night, talking about Retro Raw Nitro, and we had some weather.
It's a very rainy.
Very haily.
Yeah.
Up on the mountains there. So we're driving up Interstate 90.
Who's we, by the way? Was Bridget in the car?
Well, everyone who lives there.
No, you said like we were driving. Oh, so you were alone in the car.
I was alone in the car.
Okay.
There are other cars in the road.
Yes.
There are other people driving with me.
Yes.
So I'm heading up Interstate 90, approaching the city of Snoqualmie. Exit 25 goes to Highway 18, for those of you who know the area. And they got it down to one lane. And so we're all cruising along. It's a 70 mile an hour zone, but we're all doing like 45 because it's one lane and it's rainy as hell.
Yes, and it's Seattle.
So the freeway opens up. We go from one lane to I think it's 4 right there, and everyone's going to Highway 18. So they all stay in that right hand lane. So I get the bright idea. That left lane's wide open. I'll probably be safer if I go over to that left hand lane. And I go to the left hand lane, and I'm thinking, we've been doing 55. I wonder how fast I'm going. And I look down, I'm doing 60 and a 70.
Ooh.
Doing 60 and a 70. Next thing I know, the front of my car starts to go over to the right. Now, I've driven in Seattle all my life.
Yes.
I've driven in rain before. I've hydroplaned many times. And I know what you do is, you just take your foot off the gas and keep the front of your car in front of the back of your car, and eventually you'll get traction again. This time it all happened so fast that I never had a chance to do that. The front of my car whipped around very quickly. I'm immediately going sideways. At that point, I just slammed on the brakes and closed my eyes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Going 60?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, next thing I know, my car has done a full spin. I'm going the wrong way, and I have bonked into the guardrail, which is a nice way of saying slammed. And I bonked, and I opened my eyes, and they worked fine. And I did a quick body check. Everything on me worked fine.
I mean, did it hurt?
Honestly, it felt like I had taken a bump.
Oh.
Sideways. It was not
So
ideal.
it's true what they say.
Yeah. It felt like a car wreck.
How about that? I always thought that was bullshit.
And I'm fine. I was fine immediately. My shoulder's a little sore. It's fine now. And I couldn't open my door. I thought it's because I was up against the guardrail.
Sure.
And it's pouring down rain. I don't want to get out anyway.
That's probably a bad idea on the freeway in the rain.
And the freeway's coming up. There's still all the cars coming.
Yeah.
And so I waited for a break in the traffic, and I just made sure my car would drive. And I pulled forward, and I started driving up the hill. And one person had stopped to make sure I had not gone
One
through
person?
One person.
Wow, that's nice.
Had stopped to make sure I had not plunged through the guardrail and gone over the side of the hill, down the mountain to my doom.
Yeah.
The guardrail saved my life. And I saw they had stopped, and so I thought, well, I should pull up behind them. I exchanged information. And as soon as I pulled up behind them, they took off.
Oh, my God.
Now, because...
Washington, Rodney.
Yeah. So, okay, fine. And I very carefully drove home. And as we speak, I believe my car has been towed to a lot in Linwood. If it hasn't been towed yet, it'll be tomorrow. I'm honestly not sure. But Bridget sent me some pictures, and in daylight, the pictures to the damage don't look that bad.
Sure.
It's very minor. It looks like it's all bodywork damage, but it's bodywork damage to like 4 different panels.
That's not good.
No. And the car is 2005 Cavalier with 200 and some thousand miles on it. So I'm assuming that my insurance company is going to look at this and say, we're not fixing this.
And that may be a good
Here's your
guess.
check. You're getting a new car.
Yeah.
So
at least you'll get a check this time.
yeah, last time I got a bill.
That is it's a big improvement this time.
It's a huge improvement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have nothing to complain about.
Wow,
I'm
so-
alive and I'm getting money.
So with there'd been no guardrail there, you've gone down the cliff.
I probably.
Wow.
I'm going to drive by. I'm driving by the same spot tonight, much more carefully,
I bet.
and I'll see if like the guardrails are warped. I might take photos. But,
you should take photos. Wow.
that's that. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Granny?
Wow.
Yeah, we're glad he's alive, huh?
Yeah.
And Rodney's here.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Did you know about this? Had you heard the story?
No. From the beginning.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
When he said he almost died, I didn't think it was...
I could easily have died.
He could easily have died, Granny. This was a car wreck going 60 on a rainy freeway on a mountain
With
next to a ravine.
With a line of cars coming up behind me.
Yep. Could have been a tragedy, Granny.
I could have killed someone else.
Yeah, this is terrible.
But we're good.
Wow. Be thankful.
I am.
That's right. He's
I
very
actually
thankful.
am, honestly.
He's so thankful to be here reviewing wrestling today.
Yeah.
What are you driving?
Well, right now, today, I borrowed Bridget's car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a RAV4.
He's married, Granny.
We both have cars. Or at least we will
Share
soon
cars.
again both have cars here.
Yeah. Can you imagine Rodney? Rodney can't believe the drivers here. It's just terrible drivers here in Seattle, Vinny. I'm not saying you're a terrible driver, but
Well,
you've witnessed many of these awful drivers.
Yes.
And Bryan, can you imagine little Carlos and Cliffy out there?
Yeah? What about it?
Pretty scary.
They're driving.
Dude, there's a
down, right?
million people on the road in Washington, Granny.
Scary.
Tony, it's very scary your kids are driving. I mean, she may be right, actually.
She drives, right?
Well, yeah, you drive too, Granny. I followed you home.
Yeah. I only drive about 2 miles every time.
Well, where do you think Cliff and Carlos are going? They're only going 2 miles.
I know, but still, they're going to be out there, and it's just dangerous.
They're out there. There's
Well,
danger.
Granny, maybe you should stop driving then. It's too dangerous. Swear to God, today, Rodney was in the car with me. People think I make these stories up. One person going the wrong way on a one-way, right? And another person pulled out right in front of me. These people cannot drive, Granny. And I followed you. Granny. I don't want you making fun of anyone else's driving.
I didn't do anything wrong. I went back later and checked, and I was right.
All right, can we do the Facebook thing right here?
Okay. In fact, I've got 60 of them.
Oh, I can't wait to do 10.
Questions.
Let's get going. Vinny, what do we got?